question?
对不起哦，我用北京话我想请教的，我这样听了以后，还有台湾这么多年真正的问题出在美国的决心，美国的给中国的那个 message 不是很 clear，right？ 所以这是问题。所以美国今天的态度如果是很清楚，台湾是独立，台湾自己是个国家，自己治理自己。其实台湾今天能不能 survive， 完全靠美国。美国今天一个态度就是决定台湾的命运。你 either 是 one of the states， 或者是说independence。他其实是真的是一个 independent，right？ 他自己有 military， 有这个有那个，所以只是现在就是一个中国卡在那里，中国为了这个事情跟美国在争，那就是看美国你到底有多 insistence， 这个是非常重要的。台湾人当然，台湾人不愿意成为中国的一部分 ，for sure， 这是一定，毫无疑问。那现在就看美国的态度，所以美国有一天在延宕的话，就是不解决这个问题，就是永远悬在那里，这个是问题的一个 root of issue。
So everybody thinks that the situation will need the U.S. to resolve one way or the other. So that's why we are presenting all our theories or our agenda or our viewpoints just based on the treaties and based on the law. So we think there's a way for Taiwan to proceed on nation building or proceed on a very high level of self-government. And this will be done with the approval of the U.S. and also done according to the laws. Okay, we also think if there's some kind of argument in the United Nations that they will look at the legal side of it. And as soon as we, as everyone fully understands the legal side of it, then I think that will be to Taiwan's benefit, to know that it's not really part of China. And it should develop in its own way. I think that would be of benefit.
Actually, I had a little bit different angle. I said, since you said, it depends on the attitude of the United States. Actually, I would say it depends on the attitude of Taiwanese people, because the United States give Taiwan people a long time to express what we want. But after World War II, since 1945 to now, the people of Taiwan never really raised our voice saying, we want to be, the Taiwanese in charge of our own territory. Because we always behind the code of the Republic of China. And we involve all kind of the, activity of the Republic of China. And so in the international community, people confused. Like in 1971, United States even, give Chiang Kai-shek a choice. Hey, why don't you, pick up the Republic of Taiwan, and then you can stay here in the United States, in the United Nations. But reality, he don't want it. And the people of Taiwan don't say anything. Of course, at that time, we understand it's under the martial law. We understand that. But what about the past 8 years under ABN or not even now? We don't really have a strong voice. I remember in Taipei, Dr. Roger Lin said, AIT actually encouraged if we can have just 10,000 people, get a rally and show that, our Taiwanese decision, and we voice out that is what we want. But we really can, it had about, I would say, maybe 1,000 people show up on the rally, and that's it. So that's the voice of people of Taiwan. The international community don't understand. It really depends on us. If we question the attitude of the United States, we actually turn around to ask, what is our attitude? What is our, the group decision? Is that what we want? I think that's more important.
Also, I'd say something. My wife, she's Taiwanese, and last time they had the elections, she was talking to a lot of people, and then I forget it was what, 2008 or something, and she was talking to a lot of people, and then she was making a lot of notes. Excuse me. She made a lot of notes, and then when she met some of these 绿营的委员 and all this, she said, you know something? You have a problem here. You have a problem is that your voting is like what? Usually voting is on like Saturday. Okay, the voting's on Saturday, but the Taiwanese people, the Liu Ying people, you have some characteristics of Liu Ying people. A lot of them are 工作的地方不在户籍地. A lot of these people are Lanying, okay? They're manual people, maybe they're selling vegetables in the market, they're doing all these kind of things. 他没有时间去投票. And she said, 你要把那个投票的那个，你应该第一你要大力提倡那个什么不在地投票啊，一定可以在别的地方做一个登记手续，在附近居住附近投票。And then 你那个投票说，他说早上10点半到晚上12点，这些人才有办法去投啊。But the Liu Ying, they do nothing. 他什么都没做啊。So 再讲一个问题是那个蓝营有钱有闲 ，and then you also 那个海外的投票不对。So 在这种因素之下，你跟我讲今天民调怎么样？今天民调怎么样？我觉得没有用，那个民调没有用。这些人都支持绿营，他没有办法投票有什么用？他没办法回他的户籍地投票有什么用？but 这些问题，民进党也没有用力去解决。Why？ 问蔡英文 ，I don't know。他不注意细节，这个细节你就可以把整个选举输掉了。So I don't know why they're doing this. But my wife said, she said that I think 民调 is 没有用。So I'd say don't get your hopes up for the election.